Lesson 5.1 Types of Locks and Tags. Now let's talk about the most visible part of lockout tag out, the locks and tags themselves. This may look simple, but they play a critical role in keeping people safe. Let's start with locks. LOTO locks are not just ordinary padlocks. They are specifically designed for safety, durable, standardized, and used only for lockout purposes. Each lock should have a unique key and each worker should have control over their own lock. This ensures that no one else can remove it without authorization. Now, let's talk about tags. Tags are warning devices that communicate important information. They clearly state that the equipment must not be operated, and they usually include the name of the person who applied the lock, the date, and the reason. Here's something important to understand. A tag alone does not provide physical protection. It's a warning, not a barrier. That's why, whenever possible, lockout must always be used together with tag out. Think of it this way: the lock prevents action, the tag communicates danger. Together, they create a complete safety message. Lesson 5.2 Group Lockout Devices. In many real world situations, more than one person is working on the same equipment. So, how do you ensure that everyone stays safe? This is where group lockout devices come in. Group lockout allows multiple workers to secure the same energy isolation point. One common method is using a hasp. A hasp allows multiple locks to be attached to a single isolation device. Each worker applies their own lock to the hasp. The equipment cannot be re-energized until every lock is removed. Another method is using a group lock box. In this system, the keys to the isolation locks are placed inside a lock box. Each worker then places their personal lock on the box. As long as one lock remains, the keys cannot be accessed and the system cannot be restarted. Here's the key principle. Every individual must maintain control over their own safety. No one should rely on someone else to protect them. Group lockout ensures that everyone goes home safe, not just most people. Lesson 5.3 Lock Boxes and Hasp. Let's take a closer look at two important tools: lock boxes and hasp. These are essential for managing complex lockout situations. First, the hasp. A hasp is a simple device that allows multiple locks to be attached to a single point. It's commonly used when several workers are involved in the same job. The advantage is simplicity: easy to use, easy to see, and effective. Now, the lock box. This is used when there are multiple isolation points. Instead of each worker placing locks on every device, the key to those locks are placed inside the box. Each worker then locks the box with their personal lock. This makes the process more organized and manageable, especially for large systems. Here's when to use each. Use hasp for simple single point lockouts. Use lock boxes for complex multi-point systems. Choosing the right method improves both safety and efficiency. Lesson 5.4 Choosing the right equipment. Now that you have seen the different devices, the next question is, how do you choose the right ones? Because not all equipment is suitable for every situation. First, consider the type of energy isolation point. Electrical panels, valves, and mechanical systems all require different lockout devices. Second, look at durability. LOTO devices must withstand the environment, whether it's heat, moisture, or heavy industrial conditions. Third, standardization. Your organization should use consistent colors, labels, and types of devices. This avoids confusion and makes the system easier to understand. Fourth, ease of use. If devices are complicated or inconvenient, people are more likely to misuse them or avoid using them altogether. And finally, compliance. Ensure that all devices meet safety standards and are approved for use. Here's the bottom line: the right tools make the process easier, safer, and more reliable. The wrong tools create confusion, and confusion leads to risk.